All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all honor and glory to Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Rekakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Lord, when this lesson be edifying to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, who consist of the 12 tribes of Israel, right? Your Heavenly Father is Yahawah, which is the supreme power, and his only begotten Son is Yahawashi, who they ignorantly call Jesus. Okay, that's the deliverer for Israel. All right, his name means he is. Okay, now I wanted to start this lesson off real quick, which I've done a lesson a long time ago, but more things are becoming evident. I've done a lesson on this, and brothers and elders and apostles, they talk about this constant, but it's being brought back up. These things have been made more known. These things have been made more evident that this is what's going on. Okay, now this is predictive programming. Okay, predictive programming has two main meanings: a conspiracy theory where media subtly prepares the public for future events / agendas, and a neuroscience / AI theory. Okay, predictive coding / processing about the brain constantly predicting sensory input to interpret the world, and conspiracy text about hidden messages and films / shows like for COVID-19 or cyber attacks. In science, it's a model of brain function where the brain predicts and updates its internal world model. So that was a lot, Let's read that again. Predictive programming has two main meanings: a conspiracy theory where media subtly prepares the public for future events / agendas. So these old movies, movies in general, you can kind of get a understanding of, how things are going, because, as our apostles said before, these elites, they communicate through these movies. And a lot of these movies are prophetic. A lot of these movies are, telling us what's going to be happening in the future if you actually watch it, not with the naked eye, but with the spirit. Okay? With the spirit, So continuing on, and a neuroscience / AI theory, predictive coding processing about the brain constantly predicting sensory input to interpret the world. In conspiracy context, it's about hidden messages in films / shows. Okay, like for COVID-19 or cyber attacks. For COVID-19, you had The Walking Dead. You had different type of movies that over the course of time that talked about heavy diseases sweeping the earth. Okay, I Am Legend. Now down here it says conspiracy theory, psychological, sociological definition: the belief that powerful elites or secret groups use fictional media, movies, TV shows, news to subtly condition or program the public's mind for upcoming real-world events, policies, or societal changes. Mechanism: proponents claim these fictional portrayals act as warnings or rehearsals, desensitizing the audience to future realities like pandemics, cyber attacks, or social unrest, making them seem normal or inevitable. Examples: claims that movies predicted COVID-19 or that leave the world behind prepare people for a major cyber attack. Okay? So, these things are not here for no reason, man. These people tell you, the elites, the elites tell you what they're doing through these movies. If you can look, through the spirit, if you can catch it through the spirit. And I have an example of that, okay? Now here, we have, and credit to Elder Yahawah, the brothers over there in Dallas, GMS Dallas. Okay, Remnant Save, Remnant Save 144, subscribe and be edified to that. But he posted a collage of photos, okay? All future events that the way Esau wants to move forward inside their world, okay? It says robot filling system. Google filed a patent for robots that simulate emotions and human-like reactions. Oh, the water, Yahawashi, Yahawashi, I broke a thumb. Okay, light reactions to improve interaction. The system adjusts tone. Posture, and facial expressions to feel more relatable. Okay. Now, if you guys remember, you got different ones. Now, if you guys remember this movie, okay, watch this clip real quick. Hey, Jay. Oh, come on, man. That fucking little Boosie. Come on, man. There we go.
The other day at the station, you said you had dreams. What is it that you dream?
I see you remain suspicious of me, Detective.
Well, you know what they say about old dogs.
No. I had hoped you would come to think of me as your friend.
What did he say?
You dream.
You can't miss all the little details. Watch this.
The other day at the station, you said you had dreams. What is it that you dream?
They had a dream. Humans have dreams. Okay? What the fuck is a robot doing having dreams?
I see you remain suspicious of me, Detective.
I see you remain suspicious of me. That's a feeling. You know, when Jake when Jake going to the Arabs or the Chinese stores, you can feel the goddamn Moab and Ishmael looking over your shoulder. That's a feeling. You feel like they feel suspicious of you. Okay? And how I usually deal with that is, you know, you continue on, you buy your stuff, and you make sure you give them a good ass stare. But going back to this topic, right? A stare that, you know, I know you've been watching me, but I'm here to tell you that, you know, I ain't no fucking nigga. You know, I'm going to buy my shit because I work hard for it. But anyways, that's off topic. You know how they get Moab and Ammon. Not Ammon, but Moab and Ishmael. They watch you. They watch Jake in the store. Okay? But anyway, he said, you seem suspicious of me. Okay? So that means it's a feeling there. Okay? That's a feeling. Now let's continue.
Well, you know what they say about old dogs.
No. I had hoped you would come to think of me as your friend.
I would hope that you come to think of me as your friend. This is the elites throwing this in your face, man. I would hope that you come to think of me as your friend. Okay, that's a feeling. That's emotions.
This is my dream. You're right, Detective. I cannot create a great work of art. This is the place where robots meet. You can see them here as slaves to logic. And this man on the hill comes to free them. Do you know who he is?
The man in the dream is you.
Why do you say that? Is that a normal dream?
I guess anything's normal for someone in your position.
Thank you. You said someone, not something.
See? Yeah. You said someone, not something. So, let's rewind that back. Let's hear that again.
Thank you. You said someone, not something. Sorry. Is that a normal dream?
I guess anything's normal for someone in your position.
Thank you. You said someone, not something.
So the acknowledgement of a robot being a someone instead of something, you know, that's, you know, that shows you that they're moving, okay? E is moving with this kingdom. All right? Now we know the Lord is going to utterly throw down, but this man, his enterprise is moving. Let's get the rest of this.
Sonny, do you know why Dr. Lanning built you?
No, but I believe my father made me for a purpose. We all have a purpose. Don't you think, Detective? Please, take this. I have a feeling it may mean more to you than to me.
Why is that?
Don't you think, Detective? Please, take this. I have a feeling it may...
I have a feeling it may mean more to you than to me. I have a feeling.
Mean more to you than to me.
That's
Why
emotion.
is that?
Because the man in my dream, it is you.
The other day at the station, you said you had...
So, let me just read this real quick. Okay, it says, Josh K. Kuehler. It says, you said someone, not something. Love that line. Spooner is the first person to begin seeing Sonny as more than a robot, but as a soul. Even if he didn't realize it, he probably sees the obvious difference between those with and those without a soul, and subconsciously starting categorizing Sonny differently in his brain. Just trying to see where. Okay. All right, so let's get some scriptures, man. Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And let me go to my famous Bible hub. You can't beat this. All right, this is Matthew 24, verse 22. In the NIV version, if those days had not been cut short, no one would survive. But for the elect, those days will be short, man. And we need to get the fuck up out of here, man. You know, Elder Yahawah did a beautiful lesson pertaining to news and prophecy. And you can hear how adamant he is in his voice about getting the fuck out of here, man. Because this man is, no flesh shall be saved, as it said in the scriptures right here, King James Version, all right, of Matthew 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened. So you asking why the times are moving quickly and swiftly? There shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the Lord is moving, as this don't mistake it, as he is